welcome back. So today we're building in Nagasaki. I know, you didn't see that coming. Who would have thunk it, eh? Oh, crazy. Anyway, roll the intro. Okay, and welcome back. So today we're actually on the other side of those tracks that we laid in the first episode. Before I get into what I'm building today, I just want to mention a few things. One, thank you so much to everybody who's recently subscribed to my channel. It boomed a lot after the last episode, which is absolutely amazing because I put a lot of work into every episode I do, so it's really good to see. I got some amazing comments which are absolutely lovely. I will put some of them up on the screen now. Yeah, it was just so good. Thank you so much to everybody. The views absolutely exploded. I had over 1,000 views in 2 days, which is insane. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody. It really made my weekend after a very tough one, to be honest with you. So really, thank you very much to everybody. Now, let's get into the video, shall we? So yeah, as I said, I'm on the other side of those train tracks that we built on episode 1. They were just laid there, to be honest. We didn't really do much to them. And then over the next couple of episodes, we kind of added bits to them, the area, but didn't really do much. So now we're going to really build up on it on this side. Now, this is an area I've been looking forward to doing since I first started. And the reason why I picked to start at the tram, so I started at this point, and it's because it's got these two lovely buildings there, which is so cool. And I found some really nice ones in the workshop that I'm going to use. You'll see them. Now, this video has a lot of things that you know, I do a lot of. So it's got a lot of PO in it. Because I love my PO, obviously. A lot of custom builds that I'm doing. A new asset comes along with this video as well. So that's going to come out as well. Which, you know, you'll get straight away linked in the description down below, as always, using the pinned comments, which is going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to getting it out to everybody. It's a build that took me a while to get right, but it turned out so nice, and you'll see it in this build and in the cinematics. Now, again, I apologise. The first one I've done in this series, actually, to be fair, this is a two-parter, and the reason being is because of the amount of work that goes on in this area. Towards the end, there's this build I do, which kind of just fills up this area completely, and I didn't want to, you know, not give that the justice it deserves. I wanted people to see the build and didn't want to rush through it, and didn't want to make this video like an hour long just because. So I split it into half. So I've got this one, and then I've got a 0.5 video as well, which will be coming out next week. So yeah, it's going to be cool, man. Absolutely going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to both episodes, and looking forward to seeing whether you all enjoy them. Now, what I'm doing on screen, I'm placing road markers. Yeah, no. So we're back on now. You know, I'm just detailing up this area, adding a few little bits and signs, stuff like that. Messing about with a family mart because there is one here. Now, this is very much based on what is here. I know before I've done kind of, you know, adapted it a little bit to fit what I was looking for, and to fit the area, my scale, because City Skylines doesn't do a perfect one-to-one, no matter what you all say, it just doesn't. And that's just because of the general way the game is, the way the grid is made, that type of thing. And unless you sit there and you custom make every single building, you just can't do it. So normally that's what I do, but this area is very much more, you know, based on what you actually physically see. Yes, some of the buildings are different, but there is more work done to it. Now, when I do the department store a little further down, that's where it changes. Now, the car park's a lot bigger in my build than it is in real life, but you know what? I don't care because it's still based on what's there in real life, and it turned out so cool. I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to leave you to watch a bit of this now, and I'll pop back in a bit. Okay, so I didn't go for as long as I said I would or thought I would, but I came back for good reason. These are the buildings. Aren't these gorgeous? They're so nice. And there are several different ones. There's a really small one, a medium one, and a really tall one. And they're just so nice, and they fit this whole area really well. Yes, I do some work on them. Yes, I change things, I add things to them, but that's just me. But my god, these buildings are absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really happy with them, and they enabled me to be able to really play about with these levels a bit, just due to the design of them and those amazing doors that we've got in the workshop as well. I believe Redstone made them. They're absolutely amazing, and they enabled me to really play about with this and make it my own, which is fantastic, and fit the area that they're in, because in this area those buildings are slightly lifted. You know, the car park is raised off the ground. It's not just level with the ground all the time in Japan, which is something I really love. It's so different, and again, it's something I've loved about the series season already. What's that? Clock that out, what, 5 minutes? Well, I mess up, but hey, is what it is. It's why we're all here. But, you know, yeah, that's what I love about this, is I've got to really play about. Now, you may have noticed, any of you that are eagle-eyed, like the old Action Man, you'll notice that there's a door there. And as you can see now, I am correcting my error and making it so the door is accessible. Now, I do put some stairs there and stuff like that. But yeah, now these are those doors. There's a whole pack of them. Look, these, oh my god, look, you can see them there. There's 4 of them there, and they're absolutely lovely. And I've used them so much in this whole build, this whole area. And you know, in videos that I've done after this, and videos that I'm doing, and everything else, I use them everywhere, and they're so nice. They really enable me to make a building custom and to do what I want, to have the entrances where I want them to, because I use the paths to be able to walk people around, the block cubes to say this is where the house is, that type of thing. So yeah, really cool. So thank you very much for those. It's amazing. You can't see me now, but that was 2 thumbs up, because, you know, they're 2 times fresh. As I'm showing my age now, aren't I? But no, seriously, absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. This is something else I've really enjoyed as well, is these raisable car parking areas. They're great. They're so nice to use. There's this little what they're called. They're like a little building. It's like a little triangle. They're really cool. For some reason, when you raise them, it makes no difference to really where they are. So I've had to use the raisable parking. Now I'm hoping there's a single one available in the workshop somewhere that I can raise and use, because using 3 all the time doesn't really work for me. And a lot of the builds that I make, it just doesn't really kind of work. So if anyone knows where one is, please let me know in the description, or in the comments even, because I write in the description. But yeah, again, geez. But seriously, yeah, let me know. It'd be absolutely amazing. Now, we're going to play about in this area. I'm going to build up these lovely walls, stick the lights in, the trees, the decals. It's going to look really cool. Watch it, enjoy. It was so nice, so much fun to do. Okay, and there she is. This is the new asset that's been released today. This lovely building here. It's got a car park underneath. It works as a commercial building as well, which is really cool. Now, I know you don't see it so much here, but I'll pop a little picture up on the screen so you can have a nice look. And yeah, it's so cool. It took me ages to get right and to do what I wanted to do and look like I wanted to do. Playing about the car park underneath was new for me. I've never really done that before, so that was fun. And yeah, I hope you really enjoy it. But I'm not going to talk so much now because this is just a bit of putting down a car park. Now, I did say I wasn't going to talk very much, but I just want to mention this. This car park's a lot bigger than it should have been, perhaps. I did mess up the scale a little bit, and that was due to the area opposite where the Big End stadium's going to be. I built that area a bit too large at the beginning when I did the map, and that's kind of thrown it off. But I do kind of go back and correct that area, but I don't really mess about with this. I don't see the point. I like the way it looked. It does function quite well, so I thought I'd just leave it the way it is. More parking, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of parking in Nagasaki, I've noticed. Everywhere you look, when I'm down in Street View having a little play, there's parking there, there's parking there. Yeah, there's a lot of cars, even though lots of people walk as well. It's crazy, you know. It's a country with amazing public transport, amazing biking infrastructure, but people still drive. The roads are packed all the time. It's absolutely insane, but it's a lovely place either way. Luckily enough, most of their vehicles are electric, so can't really argue too much, although there is still a lot of petrol ones out there. That's a discussion for another day. Let's get back to the build. Now, this is a build that I really enjoyed doing. This is actually based on the park that is actually there. It's an amazing little park, but there's this train. It's like a block train, probably made out of wood, I'd imagine. And I decided to make it. It looked so cool. It was amazing, and it was so much fun to actually do and build. It took me a long time, mind you, and a lot of PO. But you know what? It was so much fun doing it. It just looks amazing. At least I think so, for the amount of work that I put into it. You know, and it looks lovely here. This whole part just turns out so nice. I remember after I did it, I took a couple of like test screenshots, posted a few of them about on Discord, and people loved it. People thought it was absolutely amazing. Popped it in the Japanese Discord for City Skylines, and a lot of people were commenting that they liked it. It worked, so I'm happy with it, and I hope you like the final result, because it was fun to build. Except this bit, the actual engine was a pain. But we got there in the end. It's just because it's got a lot of weird shapes and stuff like that on it. But, we got there in the end. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy the rest of this one. You know, I've said it before, and no doubt I'll say it about a million times again. I really enjoyed building in this because I'm building on levels. They're not always like really far above. Sometimes it's a little raise, sometimes it's a big raise. And it's so cool to do. It's been so much fun. It's enabled me. That's perfect. You got it right. First time. Yeah. It's enabled me to really go in and, you know, hone my skills to how I deal with multiple levels, because like I said in the previous video, I've never really done it except when I tried to mimic the Great Strict Toaster and messed it up big style. But, you know, lucky enough that was a private build. But, you know, it's really cool to be able to go in and actually do it here and really play about with that. So that's one thing that's just made me really enjoy this whole series. But the other thing that's helped me enjoy this as much as I have is the response I get from you. It's been absolutely amazing to see some comments and watch my numbers change and go up. My watch time's going up, my views are going up. You know, people have really enjoyed this and I'm enjoying it as well, and it's just lovely to see, and it makes me really humble. You know, going on to Twitter or Discord or Instagram and seeing people like the images and being really like, yeah, this looks amazing, I can't wait for this. It's great to see. So thank you so much to absolutely everyone for all the kind words you said. Everything that's nice. It really makes my time. Like I said, I've had a bit of a tough couple of days, a tough week actually, to be honest with you. So it was really nice to see all that, and it just made me feel that much better. But thank you very much to everyone for watching. This is now coming towards the end of the video, and as always, thank you so much to my Patreons who support me. It's amazing to see. Thank you so much for all your support. And I hope you enjoy everything that I give you ahead of schedule. All the assets that I build for this series are up there already. I know always released early. I try to get you a video as early as I can, depending on editing. Now, there's a couple of episodes that are going to take quite a while to edit because of the size of them. So I apologize if there's a bit of a gap within videos coming up. Unfortunately, it can't really be helped with the amount of work that goes into them and the amount of work that I have to do in real life as well, because obviously I am full-time employed, so I do have to work. But seriously, thank you so much for coming. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave me a comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and if you can come here all the time, not subscribed, click the button. As I always say, just close your eyes and click. It takes a second, and you don't have to watch the videos, but please just press the button. No, please watch the videos. Please watch my videos, otherwise I will cry. And please. Thank you. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. As I said again, I really enjoyed making this one. Stay tuned for part 2. Next week, it's going to be a big build. It's just one build, which is what I'm going to do when I do parts, is ideally try to focus on one part of it, either part 1 or part 2. Be focused on one area, because that's the reason why I've done it. I want to focus on it. Anyway, I've rambled enough, chatting your ear off. As always, enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one. And I'm going to go put the kettle. Catch you later.